As always, remember to use your own discernment, join with intention, and allow the messages to be received with an open heart. I just did a few videos that you would have seen by now, and I feel that this is a different message, but who knows if similarities will return. Okay. What message does Spirit have? What will resonate? I'm hearing slim pickings. I'm not sure if that's you feeling not even a disconnect, a lack, ooh, slippery there, a lack of connect. It's this, okay, this is a sweet message. So you are here, you are looking up. I'm seeing this person as she's staring through. She doesn't see what's in front of her. She knows it's there, but she doesn't see it. And again, I'm seeing this is Spirit here. This does connect back to the last readings I was doing with becoming the universe. With these stars in these dark night sky. I'm seeing this as Spirit coming in here. I'm seeing it with the green open heart space, also a bit of that yellow orange solar plexus sacral, but specifically solar plexus. It's that part in your body where your heart space is moving down to your solar plexus and vice versa. Solar plexus moving up to your heart space. This yellow here. And I'm seeing this blue for throat chakra. And this coming down around your throat here, but it's almost like a hug. What it is that you felt you could not communicate, you could not share, that maybe you felt like you lost your ability for that sense of communication, but I'm hearing that the spiral, I'm seeing that the spiral is coming back to you through another channel. Through another channel. Okay. Have the Voyager deck. For a giggle? Yeah, it's bringing it in. Okay. Gotta rub my eyes because we're tuning in. Okay. Hermit. Yeah. This, I need to tune in. Needing to not necessarily isolate yourself, clarify, regenerate. Sage of Cups. Yeah. It's not about isolating yourself. It's about taking the time that you need. In the previous reading that came out is that personal space. No, we're going with top cards. 1, 2. Hanged Man and the Sun. Actor. Man of Wands on bottom, dullness. 7 of Crystals, that's 7 of Swords. And 7 of Swords came out in that first reading. That old way of doing things. And it's about setting yourself up now. I'm seeing this as Hanged Man and Sun, actually taking a more, I'll say positive. In terms of this, what wants to come through? Let me take a moment. Okay. It's actually much colder in here suddenly. So I'll put a little shawl on. Okay, very different energy. Very different energy. This is not Hathor. Although it is still a similar continuation of the message. So, you've been wearing a mask, whether the mask is made of clay, as in it is something that is laid over your face, physical, or if it's something that's been drawn on, painted on. And this hanged man, sun, I'm hearing the hanged man is reversing your toxic view, your unhealthy view of the hermit, so you can bring sun in. So it's what you've been doing is chasing through the darkness. Now, in the previous readings, it kept coming through the moon being something that you're working towards, but I'm seeing this as running towards, meaning you are running away from something else out of frame. And here I'm seeing this clearing, right? This blue sky, kind of mirrored up here with this blue section. So yes, going back to voice, to throat chakra. Opening your own opportunities, I'm hearing. Regenerating. Sage of Cups. These lines are sticking out to me. This twirling shell, right? All of the directions, all of the imagination they may go, unknown. It's not about knowing the path, it's about trusting the future. I know that's bold given what the present is. That's a human response to that, but trusting the future. What is this future? Censor, Woman of Wands. So it's this. There's this coming in of new expression. Tactile has been coming through in the other reading. It was it tactile, tangible touch? And returning that. It's interesting how I can move my fingers through the fire, and that's fine, but hovering over, even like 30 centimeters over, is still too hot, but I can cut through. This sensor here. Becoming a sensor. This is in your future. You can call this psychic abilities, intuitive knowings, download, like there's something, I don't know who this message is for. This is for someone. This is for a collective, a larger collective. It seems that you've been running towards spirituality as if that will solve all of your earthly problems. No. Your earthly problems exist as your spiritual path. Negativity. Achiever. Courage. So 7 of Wands in traditional Rider-Waite-Smith tarot being this standing up for with what you believe in. Having the courage to speak. And so Is this previous cycle or is this future cycle? Delusion, 10 of crystals. Clarify this brightness. Okay, synesthesis, 8 of crystals. Thank you. For me, this 8 of swords is my card for faith. And so I'm seeing that none of these are actually touching. And so something moved over there, but that's fine. Hello. I'll continue. Wow, very something energy. Clarify. Doji. Kono. There is some, I'm seeing this as, I don't normally, but like a little pest. There's a little devil on your shoulder. There's something holding you back, keeping you delusional. Perhaps that's, it could be a story that you keep telling yourself. Maybe a story that others have told you about yourself throughout your life, and then you believe it. Something you've conditioned yourself to think is a definite, something that defines you, when really it is a characteristic placed upon you that you then adapted to placing on yourself. And so a cycle that has been is you stand up for something, you have a lot of energy. Okay, I understand. You have a lot of energy, you have a lot of go, 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 and then something negative happens, and then that is all you feel. You've felt the negativity, and that has blocked you from seeing spirit in front of you. That 4 of Cups. Not that card meaning, but that visual of spirit holding out a hand and you not even able to see it. And so here, synthesis, this coming together. Okay, you know, you could say it's like a mirage on the horizon, or when you see like steam coming off the ground, like not steam, but kind of like the airwaves kind of shift, because there is like a chemical reaction happening and we understand that that's chemical, and so we excuse our eyes when we see things appear that seem odd. It's contextual, right? If you're out in the middle of the desert and you got this hot ass sun on you, you're gonna see the pavement sort of smoke bubble is not, I can't think of the scientific words, but you know what I mean. Kind of like flubber gas, see-through. And you could like plasma, so, like I don't know the term for what it is, but starting to see parts of, I'll say chemical or physical, parts of scientific phenomena that when you see in its context, that makes sense to you, and so you don't question it. But starting to see that in other contexts, starting to sense that more. Is it top? No. Learner, child of crystals, bottom, nurturing, 3 of worlds. And so you are in this child state. This is child is page in this deck. Page of Swords. But you are just learning how to engage, interact, divulge, connect, disconnect from these phenomena that are now appearing in front of you, making you their witness, becoming your own witness in this case. As I'm feeling something on my left leg, like my front shin, it's okay. Thank you. I understand the message. It's like something grabbing my leg and shaking for attention. Thank you for releasing. Being grounded. Okay. Thank you. Because I had my feet like perched up on the legs of the chair. And I put my legs down, and that's the message. It's spirit. It's this little creature, you know, yanking down to be like, put your foot down. Put your foot down. Ground yourself. Root. Connect down and through with the earth. I understand. And just getting the visual of like, I'm tired. And then what is it, that sound bite? Like, I'm tired, Grandpa. That's too damn bad. Keep digging. There's, if you really want to see spirit's like, you're going to have to work. You want a Maserati? You're going to have to work. It's not all, okay, I need to get my feet flat. Not all of everything is to be full understood within reason. Some is to be trusted with faith. And there's a lot of, I watched a movie last night. What was it called? It was Tilda Swinton and Idris Elba. It came out last year, I think, or a couple years ago. And it's the 3,000 years of yearning, I believe. And long story short, there is a magical spiritual entity. And at one point in the movie, the entity shows another what it is feeling in its head. And it is all of these intersecting frequencies at once. It's like hearing everyone's television program and cell phone call and the sounds of their whatever it is that like their games are making, and also high pitch frequency, and everything at once. And what I'm hearing is that someone who is resonating with this message, you are becoming a sensor in the world. You are learning how to do this. This for me is going back to the last part of the 3-part reading I just did. If that is going to be like behind the paywall of the 444 collective. So if you're curious to that reading, that is where that is. I was like, maybe I explained the whole thing. And I'm like, no, girl, it's there because it's there. And spirit is asking, alchemy. The magic that you see, know, hold within your hand. That you can build up and expand this physical, energetic, I don't even know what to call it, because I'm still figuring out how to put words to, I'm hearing lifetimes of knowing. Like, it's kind of like growing up in a beautiful, magical land. And everything you see visually, beautiful, stunning. Just beauty everywhere. And you grow up hearing people talk about, oh, pink this and pink that and whatever. And you don't really understand. It's like, put your feet down. You don't really understand what they mean when they're talking about pink, but you're like, okay, like that's good for you, you know? And as I'm seeing lights out the window, it's growing up and then trying to understand pink. And the minute you start looking into pink, you're like, oh, well, if that's pink, then I see pink all around me. So I guess I must not understand what pink is, because if I did, I would know it is everywhere. It is all. And getting older and then finally learning that pink is a color, and then being given words to describe shades of pink, and then finally seeing color through those words, and understanding that the beauty that you grew up with were like fields and fields and fields of beautiful pink flowers and pink sunsets and like pink salt is what I'm hearing, like the clear, not clearance, clear sensing, clear cleansing, the cleansing energy of pink. And you're like, oh, I've been seeing pink my whole life. Turns out pink has been there the whole time, but maybe not all of us were calling it by name. I'm finding that is, at least for me, that is my experience entering the spiritual community, is being like, oh, all those things that I heard people put words to, and I would look it up and I said, well, that's so exact. Surely that's not it. And I'm taking things out of context. When it's like, no, it's pink. And so spirit is showing up to you, and every bit of faith that you show spirit, more of that technological, energetic apparatus frequency spiral showingness will appear for witness. Okay. I just saw it was 2244, so it's like, yep, all those 2s and 4s from earlier, right? Orange. And specifically, there's just this shade of orange. There, you know. Oh, I understand. But it's here. It's specifically here. Don't even know if you could see that in the camera, but that's okay. But it's actually, I'm not fully ambidextrous, so this is more so a human thing. Here. If you would like to ignore this purple here, sure, you could see that as monad, but I also see that's the human of it. That's what it is that we are all experiencing. This is a very different reading. Yeah. Okay, there's a lot of things coming through, but it's not for me to be continuing to put on this reading. And so I will end this here. So if you enjoyed this reading, if any of this resonated with you, you are welcome to like this video, comment down below. I hear that helps a lot with the channel and growth, and I would like to find people who are resonating with this message, whose hands are also aching to create. you can smash that subscribe button. And if you are interested in joining the 444 collective, I will have that linked in my description down below. So until then, spiral in.